the air. What now? These are the golden hours, often overlooked, yet they hold the silent power to shape everything. Most people miss this truth entirely. They see the evening as downtime, a reward, a break. But those few who understand what these hours really are, they treat them like sacred ground. Evenings aren't just the tail end of the day. They're the front lines of your future. Right now, someone out there is turning off distractions, opening a book, crafting a vision, taking another step toward their dreams. At the very same moment, someone else is melting into the couch, lost in someone else's story, unaware that they're slowly giving away their own. The question that echoes louder than any alarm clock is this: what did you do with your evening yesterday? That wasn't just a block of time you spent. It was a brick, a piece of the life you're building. Tonight brings another, and tomorrow night another still. Each evening adds up, stacking into a structure that will one day be impossible to ignore. What you're building is entirely up to you. It can be a mansion filled with purpose, pride, and progress. Or it can become a fragile shack of what-ifs patched together with regret. Here's the part that always stops me in my tracks. Two people, same job, same income, same resources, 5 years pass, and one has soared while the other still stumbles. Why? Often it's not talent or luck or even education. It's something much simpler, much quieter. It's how they used the hidden hours, when no one was watching, when they could have chosen rest, but instead chose growth. These hours are yours. The question is, what will you do with them? The answer to that question won't show up tomorrow. It won't even knock next week. But give it time, and it becomes impossible to ignore. Because the compound effect of your evenings, those seemingly small choices, eventually become the dividing line between an ordinary life and an extraordinary one. It's not always glamorous. It's not always exciting. Sometimes it's saying no to comfort and yes to discipline. Sometimes it's choosing silence over noise, learning over scrolling, creating over consuming. That's the secret most people don't want to hear. Success doesn't show up in grand gestures, it shows up in quiet consistency. The world celebrates the big wins, the breakthroughs, the spotlight moments. But behind every one of those is 100 quiet nights when someone decided to push a little further, stay a little longer, learn a little more. That's where the real story is written. And here's the truth: no one's going to come and force you to use your evenings well. No boss is going to follow up. No one's handing out gold stars. That's why most people don't do it, because there's no immediate consequence. But 5 years from now, the results are unmistakable. The gap will be wide. One person will be living the life they designed. The other will be wondering where the time went. So tonight, when the day winds down and the world gets quiet, ask yourself, am I building something I'll be proud of? Because whether you realize it or not, you're always building. The only question is what? And don't fall into the trap of thinking it has to be perfect. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. You just need to start. Read 10 pages. Just write one idea down. Watch something that teaches, not just entertains. Just practice that skill for 15 minutes. Small things done with intention change everything. It's not about doing everything. It's about doing something consistently, deliberately, even when no one's watching. You might be tired. You might feel like the day has already taken the best of you. But the evening isn't about what's left of your energy, it's about what you choose to give to yourself. It's the part of the day that belongs to you. Not your job, not your obligations, you. And what you do with that ownership determines how far you'll go. Because every evening is a doorway. Walk through it numb and aimless, and you wake up no further than you were. Just walk through it with purpose, and you step closer to the life you actually want. That's the truth most ignore. The future doesn't just happen. It's built brick by brick, choice by choice, especially when it's quiet, especially when it's hard. So when the sun sets tonight, don't just let it be another end to another day. Let it be the beginning of something more. Let it be a promise kept to yourself. One small, quiet win. Then another. Stack them. Guard them. Grow from them. Because while the world sleeps on their dreams, you'll be up building yours. And here's the beautiful part. It adds up faster than you think. At first it feels slow, maybe even pointless. You're putting in the time, but the results seem invisible. That's normal. That's where most people quit, in that gap between effort and evidence. But stay with it. What starts as quiet progress becomes undeniable momentum. You'll begin to think differently, speak differently, carry yourself differently. Why? Because you'll know deep down that you're no longer just drifting. You're directing. Momentum doesn't start with motivation. It starts with movement. A single step tonight can lead to strides tomorrow. You'll start seeing the connection between your small actions and your big goals. That journal entry, it becomes a business idea. That late night learning session, it becomes a promotion. That hour of practice, it becomes mastery. The dots connect. And suddenly you're no longer asking, what happened to all those years? Instead, you're saying, look what I built with them. The evenings become sacred not because you filled them with pressure, but because you filled them with purpose. You begin to realize that success isn't about hustle culture or burnout. It's about alignment. It's about knowing what matters to you and giving it your best when it would have been easiest to give nothing at all. So the question circles back, soft but powerful. What will you do tonight? When the noise fades and the day is yours again, will you use that time to create something better, something real? Or will you hand those hours over one by one to distractions that leave nothing behind? Because in the end, your future won't be built in a single day. It'll be built in the quiet moments you almost ignored. Starting now.
Did you know that the universe communicates in a language of its own? And the crazy part is
And that's the moment where everything starts to shift, not outside, but within. You begin to feel it. That quiet fire. That sense of ownership over your life. Not because you've reached the finish line, but because you're finally running your own race. It's in the decision to sit down and focus instead of scroll. To feed your mind instead of numb it. To create, to learn, to invest not just money, but time. The most honest currency there is. Each evening becomes a vote. Not just for the person you are, but for the person you're becoming. And the more you cast those votes, the clearer the vision gets. The goals don't feel so far. The dream doesn't feel like fantasy anymore. It starts to feel real. Because now, you're showing up for it. Every night, brick by brick, quietly building something strong enough to last. And here's the truth, no one's keeping score but you. No applause, no audience. Just you, the clock, and the choice.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Warm welcome. Good morning, everyone. irrespective of the fact whether it's afternoon, morning, evening, or going to be night. I always prefer to say good morning as far as my business training programs and meetings are concerned. The reason for that is very simple. I'm asking this universe to give you all, including me, more and more earnings, especially through RainBNB, because, it is an amazing concept we have got with the grace of the Almighty God. And of course, through the well-wisher who really, given us an opportunity to change our lives miraculously. But a lot of us still not having the kind of energy, enthusiasm, and, that burning desire within themselves to really make things happen for themselves through this, innovative and life-transforming system of RainBNB. In fact, in today's session, guys, I'm going to touch upon what is stopping us from getting successful through this system. What is holding us back? Why we are not able to capitalize on this, business opportunity which we have got in the name of RainBNB? Why we are depriving ourselves from the big earning this platform is giving to many others? The big question today needs to be asked from ourselves, because there are a lot of people who have been earning a lot of money from the platform. Some of them have been trying their best to earn that kind of income, but many of them, in fact, not even trying. They have just joined, and they have got their twos, and those two are not working. They are not educated enough to understand the project of RainBNB. They are not doing anything else. And maybe some of you are coming for the meetings training. Some of you are off and on doing it just like a hobby. See, being successful has got a lot of sacrifices and a lot of hard as well as smart work, a lot of discipline, devotion, dedication, commitment. It needs. Success comes at the price of all these comfort and fear. In last 8.5 months, today we have completed 8.5 months. Today is 22nd of April. We started RainBNB on 7th of August 2024. 8.5 months we have completed, guys. And in these 8.5 months, we have seen that there is no concept, company, system, platform, opportunity as good as RainBNB. And there are several, arguments I can give you in support of this statement. Why? Let's explore this. Why there is nothing like RainBNB? Why people say east or west, RainBNB is the best? See, actually, a lot of smart contracts came in past also. Some of them contemporarily came recently also while we were working in RainBNB and RainBNB. Some of people thinking, about themselves that they are very smart. They just stole the whole concept. They hijacked the whole concept of RainBNB and tried to duplicate and copy the whole system, thinking to achieve a quick success, but they failed miserably, badly. And, you cannot show me any concept which was a copy of RainBNB that started well a couple of weeks or months before, and they are still running operational. Anybody knows any concept which was the copy of RainBNB and still running very well? No concept you will find, guys. You must ask this question, why those concepts? And as far as my knowledge is concerned, there are going to be more than 28 copy platforms that came in last 8.5 months time, which were, replica of Ride and RainBNB. In fact, 2-3 concepts just started recently. 2-3 concepts just started recently. I'll just show you one such concept. When you will know all these knowledge and information, then you will have the power, you will have the confidence, the conviction, the belief level to the top. And then you become unstoppable. Let me show you something interesting today. So here I am on a Google page, and I have just typed here OPBNB scan. I'm taking you to the OPBNB blockchain explorer, OPBNB scanner. And you don't know how many concepts are running on OPBNB blockchain as a smart contract. Then also there's no problem. Here we are on OPBNB scanner. Now go to the contract section. Click on the verified contracts, the contract which has been launched and got verified by this explorer. Now you can see here, if you go deep down, you will find one concept, OP BullBNB. Okay, but hang on. You go deep down, go to the page number 2. Now you can see BullBNB 3 contracts got launched on 5th of April. This is the latest one, 5th April. The first time they launched this contract. Click on this contract address. It is just a full stop and comma like copy of RainBNB. Seeing the unprecedented success of RainBNB, some people are dreaming in their dreams to copy RainBNB and RideBNB project, thinking it will become a super duper blockbuster hit, like a Hollywood movie. But, Destiny has something else for them. So I'm just going to show it to you. So it was just a copy. BullBNB launched on 5th of April, this month itself, 18 days before. Read contract section if you go. And this contract of those people have failed badly. And you can see here, how many joinings? 289. And the contract itself started malfunctioning and people were unable to connect the wallet. So what they did, they replaced the contract. 5th, they started. 10th, 11th, they started having these issues. So on 14th, go back. 14th, they've, launched another contract, OP BullBNB. Same program, but, same contract cannot be launched. So they have changed the name. They have made the correction, modification. And this contract was launched on 14th April, almost 8 days back. Now click on this. It's a ditto photocopy, Xerox copy of RainBNB. Okay. Now you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the balance is showing in this contract. The balance is showing. It is not 100% decentralized. I'll come to this part. I'll come to this part. Now, if you go to the total user section, they have put all the old entries of the older smart contract into new smart contract manually. And how many joinings they have got so far, right? Only 488. They started on 5th of April. Smart contract, itself started malfunctioning. They were not able to connect the wallet. They repaired the smart contract, made the new one, put the older people again into the new contract. On 14th of April, they deployed this contract. Still, they are having just 488 people. 488 people in last 18 days. What you will say? So merely copying any program or plan is not going to give you the big success. I'm talking in respect of developers' mindset, creators' mindset. A lot of people, a lot of platforms came and they were the copies of Ride and RainBNB, but they could not succeed. The results are in front of you. One such other platform I exposed, I guess, in the month of January, it was FireBNB. Do you hear the heat of that FireBNB anywhere? No. But a lot of people in Europe, in Africa, really got disturbed for a couple of days about FireBNB. But I can't see any fire of that FireBNB. So there are many concepts. And why I've been talking like this today? There is a reason. There is a reason. Let me share with you. First of all, RainBNB is a system, ladies and gentlemen, you must know and start believing into it, that this is the system that will sustain for a longer period of time. It is the only and first smart contract which is 100% decentralized. Which is 100% decentralized. It is the only smart contract which is free from ownership control. Which is free from ownership control. It is the only smart contract which is flawless. Free from all, error, mistakes, anything. I've seen many, platform creators made the smart contract, but they could not run it. There were some issues they started finding. Did you find any issue in RainBNB? The royalty issue was not the problem of the smart contract. That was the problem of the block of the OPBNB blockchain. Please understand. Please understand, the RainBNB royalty glitch was not the issues within the smart contract of RainBNB. A lot of people still have confusion if they are aware about it. That was the block of OPBNB blockchain. The OPBNB blockchain was newly introduced blockchain. In 2023, it was introduced for the gaming industry to speed up the transaction and to incur the least amount of gas fee. So because of these two features, all the gaming industry people, developer, users started making things on OPBNB blockchain. So this is the beauty of RainBNB. 100% decentralized system, free from ownership control, flawless system. And the good thing is that whatever is written in the code of our contract, that is the law. That is the protocol here. No one can change. That's why we are saying strongly, emphatically, that the codes are immutable. This is the biggest advantage and benefits. Do you talk about these to your prospect, to your future guest, whom you are planning or bring into the system? See, you can go and you can get a lot of opportunities in today's world, guys. Let me tell you, a lot of my people from Asia, from Africa, from Europe, in last 4 months' time, after the RainBNB glitch happened, they went here and there. They went to a couple of companies, platforms, but they again came back to the same spot, the same roundabout place they found themselves. They are not prospering. They are not making profit. They are not growing, having worked in those concepts, because those concepts are no longer operational. Some of them have already scammed them. Some of them are really struggling to grow and run. Do you want to board a train, a bus, or a flight which is not going to run? which is not going to, fly? No. We all love to board, any moving train, moving bus, going to fly aircraft. So life is all about running. There's a, good saying that says like this, that goes like this. If you cannot fly, no problem. You can run. If you cannot run, then also it's not an issue. You can walk. If you cannot walk, then you crawl. But don't become stagnant at one place. Keep moving is life. And we all love everything that keeps moving. Suppose your mobile phone, your laptop, your television set, your car, or any gadget, any equipment that is not working, moving, how do you feel about that? Irritated, annoying it is. Same thing in our life. When we are not moving, don't you feel that kind of annoyance? No, most of us are not feeling annoyed. When we are not moving, when we are not taking ourselves to the next level, to the higher level. We are here in RainBNB. Almost 4 months is going to be over, guys. Wake up. 4 months are going to be over for 2025. We are just going to have almost little over 8 months time. And these 8 months will also pass just like these first 4 months. So if you're not going to get up, if you're not going to be wake up, if you're not going to be serious, and I tell people strongly all the time that if you are not find RainBNB exciting, interesting, profit making, no problem. Find something better than this if you have, and give and go there with your 100% focused approach, devotion, dedication. Get successful over there. But do you have something, some alternative? No, I don't see any alternative. I'll tell you today some more, interesting news. Some of you must have heard about a concept called Forsage. Some of you must have heard about a concept called Metaverse. These two platforms have really scammed people in a very, very big way. Forsage started its decentralized smart contract since 2018, 2019. And they have changed several times the program. They are self-appointed, authority, what they claim that they are the decentralized system. But Forsage and its sibling, Metaverse, because the one guy who earned very well in Forsage floated his or her own concept called Metaverse. Okay, Metaforce, Metaverse. There are, so many different names they have come up with. They are not 100% decentralized system like RainBNB. They are semi-decentralized or partially decentralized. We are here not to always tell you and talk about RainBNB. We are here to help you find the scam project. How you're going to check that these projects are scam project? You shouldn't be a part of that. How you're going to educate your team members to stay away from these scam projects? How you're going to identify this? You need to have knowledge, learning for it. And we are here to help and equip you knowing that information, which will help you stay away from these projects. If you're not making money, no problem. But we want you not to lose your hard-earned money. And we want to protect you so as you can protect your team members from these scam projects. They are here initially to pay you just to win your trust and confidence level for a few months. And later on, when you are going to be totally habitual in awe of that system and started trusting that system, and you're going to put in more and more money, and you're going to rope in more and more people with bigger funds, then after some time, you'll find they are going to scam you. Same thing happened in September 2024 in a concept. I'll just name about that. So they are semi-decentralized system. In semi-decentralized system, they have the complete access and controls about the smart contract, on the smart contract. They can manipulate, run, control, manage everything. Same thing happened in a concept called Metaforce. You must have heard the name. If you have not heard the name, go to YouTube. There's the biggest scam in the name of smart contract so far happened. Biggest scam. The creator has, taken out almost, I guess, 10 million US dollar worth of cryptocurrencies. It was the biggest scam. In September 2024, it happened on, the name of 100% decentralized smart contract. One more thing I want to give you. Now, those Forsage people have now come with a new concept just to scam another people in the name of Fonton, going to be launched on 1st of May 2025. Fonton. Okay? You can go to Facebook, you can go to Google, YouTube, search it. This is again a scam project. It's not 100% decentralized. It is Ton-based. It is Ton-based, okay? So you must know how to identify a 100% decentralized system. I'll tell you today how you can identify the 100% decentralized system, how you can identify the system is free from ownership control, how you will check and verify that the system is leak-proof, scam-proof, liability-proof, loss-proof, how you're going to know all these things. Knowing is going to empower you. So let me show you some interesting fact about these kind of projects, which can definitely going to, enlighten your knowledge to a great extent so that you and your people whom you are going to share all these informations are never ever going to be scammed. So first of all, any project is going to be scam-free when it is 100% decentralized. And how to check this 100% decentralized thing? It's not only you can work through blockchain and then it will be 100% decentralized. It's not only if the system is, ownership free, it's 100% decentralized. 100% decentralization means the creator, owner, developer, maker has no right, control, management, and, on that system. He or she or group of those people cannot do anything about that system. They are totally, outsiders, just like community members. 100% decentralization means this. So when any project is 100% decentralized, it will be free from ownership control. Again, I'm repeating the same thing. But repetition is very, very important because it's really going to be installed and downloaded into your mind. Ownership, free from ownership. Ownership free. Okay? Just a second. Ownership free platform. And you can work via blockchain. You can work via blockchain. This is the biggest thing. If you're able to work through blockchain, not only through the dashboard, then this is the one big parameter that the project is 100% decentralized. If it is free from ownership control, then it is definitely going to be somewhere and somehow decentralized. Then the next thing is that the contract the contract should not hold any fund. This is the biggest litmus test. If your smart contract is, storing funds, holding funds, then it's a big, alarming sign. It means those funds are directly or indirectly going to have control of the developers. And tomorrow, they are going to be taken out. They are going to be withdrawn from the developer's end. The contract should not hold any funds at all. Like in RainBNB, you can see our contract balance is always zero. In fact, the royalty contract balance and the reward contract balance also, the funds are lying, for royalty only 24 hours, and that is only 3.5%. So there is never ever going to be scam because developer, creator, firstly, they don't have access to those funds. Secondly, even though I believe that they have access to that fund, they are already earning 5%. The system maintenance fee and the creators fund 5%. Why they would scam 3.5% and leaving the regular daily 5%? So as reward is 1.5% only for a week. So our main contract doesn't hold any funds, unlike all other smart contract. You go to Metaforce, Forsage, or any other smart contract, they are going to hold funds. And wherever there is a holding of funds, there is always a big risk involved. Now, moving forward. So 100% decentralization, it's ownership free. You can work via blockchain. The contract should not hold any funds. And one more thing that, even though the websites are not working, the blockchain is also not sometimes having issue, like, yesterday and a day before yesterday, since there was some updates going on OPBNB blockchain explorer. I don't know whether some of you have noticed it or not. OPBNB blockchain explorer, there was some maintenance going on. Just a second. So a lot of people's wallets were not getting connected, but it was not challenge or problem within smart contract of RainBNB. That was the OPBNB blockchain explorer is also, OPBNB blockchain, sorry, the B is missing here. Read this, a blockchain. Okay, OPBNB blockchain explorer is also, all websites are centralized. The data are going to be synced and updated. So OPBNB blockchain needs to be maintained. Okay, maintenance, updation has to be done from the developer's end, the Binance developers saying to update the Explorer. Explorer is a centralized system. The blockchain OPBNB is decentralized, but Explorer is a centralized system where data are aggregated and they are being fed into the the website, the server who are which are going to hold the data and going to display it through these explorers. So there was a problem for last 2 days, but yesterday night it got resolved. So you can work via blockchain. But the biggest advantage now with RainBNB is we can work through decentralized application. Decentralized application. For both RainBNB and RainBNB, for Android users, we have decentralized application. There is some issue in my keyboard, guys. So sometimes when I press one key, it gets, displayed twice. So just ignore. So decentralized applications, the biggest advantage for the Android users. The iPhone users are still waiting, and definitely the solution would be coming. There's something big they are planning to introduce. So, they are just working as far as the developers are concerned. So that's the reason iPhone apps have not yet been launched and introduced, but definitely in future it's going to come. But before it comes, there is no problem for any iOS or iPhone users because they are going to use through the centralized domain. They can work, they can access their They can have the access to their dashboard. They can do registrations and, of course, the upgradation as well, and can have all informations on which are there on the dashboard. So decentralized application is the biggest, way the RainBNB have, changed the main landscape of smart contract industry. Because before RainBNB, there were no platform owner or any project creator had this idea in their mind to introduce any kind of decentralized application where users have got the liberty and freedom to connect their wallet as per their choice and convenience without giving them any permission. You are aware, ladies and gentlemen, when you want to install any application from anywhere, you have to give several types of permission before you install or download that application. If you are not going to grant them those permissions, and then it is not going to allow you to download or install that app. But in RainBNB or RightBNB case, you are not being asked to give even a single permission. And permissions like they want to see your phone book, your contact book, your camera access, your gallery, your call log, your message access, your location, everything. And that's how they are going to populate your data. Even though I'm talking and doing this session with you, my two mobile phones are just next to me on my desk. It's on sleeping mode, but trust me, whatever I've been talking, the datas are going to be transmitted and it's going to all the app I have installed in my mobile phone. And so as it applies to you also. We are just a data for these app platform owners. And they are going to sell our data. The one of the most invaluable and expensive things in the world are people's data. We are the commodities for these tech companies. They get our data and they sell it. The Facebook, the Google, all these companies have been doing something like this. And how you're going to believe this, I think most of you must have experienced it. But if you go to the Google and you just do some search, and it will start showing you the same kind of things. If you go to Netflix and search one movie, and it will start recommending you the similar kind of movie. What is this? They have inbuilt AI thing. And whatever activity you are going to do, they are going to capture your activities, your text. They are going to read it. You book a ticket from one city to another, the A ticket. Suddenly you will find in your Google Calendar, wherein you did not update anything about your journey on the day of travel, or maybe one day prior to that, you will get the notification in your Google Calendar. How does it give you that kind of thing? Because everything is synced and interconnected through AI, all Google products. When you give your mail, from the mail, the data are being read and captured, and it gets circulated to all the Google platforms wherein you are directly or indirectly connected with. So that's how things are really going to be recorded. And we all are having in future the very, very vulnerable kind of experiences. And that's the reason the cyber experts are so much concerned that systems should go decentralized way, wherein your data is your right. Nobody can take your data without your permission. All these centralized platforms are misusing our data. They are robbing us. Trust me. And this is really a very nasty and very, very dangerous situation for all of us. People living in different countries are going to have the same kind of fate and experience. So decentralized projects, platforms are going to be in much demand. People are really getting educated and they are feeling the, the concern and the importance of protecting their privacy, their data, and the answer and solution is the decentralized system. Because in centralized system, you have no control at all. So that's the reason RainBNB has, become a very, very trustworthy and, a kind of system wherein not even your single data is being captured, stored, or shared with anyone. A lot of smart contracts came. Like today, I shared with you one that smart contract. They have made some Telegram channel, and they have made it compulsory to give your Telegram account compulsorily, wherein they can, are going to capture your accounts, and they are going to give you all sort of, notifications, and they're maybe going to, offer you other projects also. In RainBNB, do you have anything like this? No. All the Telegram and WhatsApp official channels, they are channels. Just for your knowledge and information, what the platform is going through, what the platform has got the new updates, for your knowledge information. No datas are being asked from us in RainBNB and WriteBNB. That's the beauty. So you need to understand and differentiate between the centralized system and decentralized systems. A lot of people are still in a very, very, nascent stage. They are unable to understand. They are still going for get-rich-quick schemes. In some of my, Asian and European leaders, while we were transiting ourselves from WriteBNB into RainBNB, they got bugged up, and they thought that the system can no longer, stay. So they thought and decided to switch over to another platform. But they went over there, and after 2 months, they found themselves in no man's land. Those systems collapsed. And I know a person, a good leader, having good quality, but, that person has made 3 bad decisions in last 4 months. 3 projects that person joined, all of them vanished. So one thing, ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand. It's a concept of RainBNB, which is a very robust, strong, and, a platform. You can work here for years. I always say, like what Amway is to network marketing, WriteBNB and RainBNB is to smart contract. Amway has been running successfully for over 60 years. That's why we say it's a business. You can give it to your children. You can build a legacy through RainBNB. But you don't have to work here for 10 years to earn 1,000 BNB. You can earn that 1,000 BNB in few months' time. A lot of people are working here with snail speed, tortoise speed. Don't mind my words. It's for you, so that you become active. You wake up from your comfort zone. You can get out of your fear zone. The time has come. People have been minting and mining BNBs like anything through the system. What is stopping you? What is holding you back? It's only your lack of burning desire. It's only your comfort zone. It's only your excuses zone. One of the biggest disease, I have read one book, and it was very clearly mentioned in that book. One of the biggest disease in this world is excusitis. You will not find this word in medical book or journal, but this is one of the biggest disease. A habit of making excuses, excusitis. It's a very dangerous disease. In fact, I consider it more dangerous than coronavirus, because there is a cure for coronavirus. You can isolate yourself, take some, those remedies, especially the natural remedy, you can get cured unless until there's some serious issues. But excusitis is a disease there is no cure for it. There is no tablet, capsule, vaccine for it. The habit of giving lame excuses for not being successful, to hide your weaknesses, and to justify that you are right and others are wrong. All these are excuses, ladies and gentlemen, what you have been making here in RainBNB. That people are not joining, people don't have money to upgrade, they are not coming for the meetings and trainings. All these are excuses, let me tell you. The meetings which I do, wherein we have 500 people, 1,000 people, 200 people, 400 people, those people don't come from Pluto, Neptune, Jupiter, Mars. They are also from this planet called Earth. They are also from countries like you, yours. People are all alike. So all these are excuses. Your people have given you the excuse and you have believed and you accepted that excuse. You bought that excuse free of cost. We are into the habit of buying excuses from our people. When somebody says to me, I don't have money, I say you are lying. It is the biggest excuse you are giving to me. You do have money, but you don't have willingness to join this project. That's why you're giving this excuse. Maybe 1 out of 100,000 might be right. 1 out of 100,000 is saying he or she doesn't have the money. Maybe he or she is right. But 99%, the rest are lying, giving you an excuse. If somebody is going to tell you they don't have time, again, excuse. You will always have time for things you have priority for. And you will never ever have time for things which is the least priority in your list. So if somebody is telling you they don't have time, biggest excuse, just like they don't have money. It means they don't have priority. They did not understand the value of this business. They did not learn what the system is all about. People are, I'm into the habit of seeing statuses of various people who are on WhatsApp, Telegram. One nice post I saw, like people are ready to work for 40 years. They are really willing to work for 40 years, slog for 40 years. And what they are going to get, they are getting, mediocre income, mediocre life, average life. But they are not ready to work for 6 months, 1 year with full passion and commitment, which can change their life drastically, dramatically. Exclusive benefits, extraordinary profits they can make. So this is only a choice of mindset, poor mindset and rich mindset. If you have the rich mindset, you can become rich. If you have the poor mindset, no matter how good the platform, resources, good people with you, you will always remain poor. This is what I have learned. Whatever the little bit of success, guys, I have achieved in my last 25 years of networking career is because of the rich mindset I have developed. When I joined the concept, I don't know how many people will join with me, but I have this confidence that when I will start a project, definitely I will rock and I will make several people join with me. This conviction, confidence gets channelized and it gets radiated, it gets transformed and transfused into my guest and prospect. And they see something unique within me. And they see that if I'm going to join with this person, definitely I'm going to be successful. So that kind of, energy, enthusiasm, excitement, you need to build up within yourself. A lot of people, they approach other guys in a very, very different way, very casual way, average way. You have got something really potent, powerful, unique, RainBNB opportunity. It can make you earn $500,000 in few months' time, $100,000, 1 million, also 2 million, 5 million in different currencies. I'm not talking dollars here. A lot of people have earned 10 million in their own currencies, 30 million also, 40 million also in their currency, not USD I'm talking about. So this is the power of this platform. So if you have got something really unique, very powerful, which is game-changing system, How you're going to talk about that to your people? Are you going to talk in an exciting way, enthusiastic way, or you're just going to talk with normal tone, no excitement, no energy? So, all these things matter, and how you're going to develop all these things when you are going to come for meetings and trainings. I say always, several times I have shared with you people also, that knowledge everyone has, what he or she needs to do to be successful in his or her life. But only few people apply and implement that knowledge they have. And that's the reason only very few get successful. And rest, in spite of the fact they have that knowledge and learning and information, since they don't apply and implement, so it doesn't get executed, those knowledge don't, get executed by them, so it is going to give them zero results. So if you are not applying and implementing which you have learned, which you have already have within yourself, you're going to lose it. If you don't use it, you will surely lose it. So that's the problem. I just shared with you earlier also, one guy has made 1,200 BNB. The other guy in my team has made 800 BNB. I've made 750 BNB. There is another guy from India who has earned 300 BNB. There is another guy who has made, I think, 280 plus BNB. There are many more who have earned less than 100 BNB. Many more. From where these people are? They are from this earth. They are much average, below average, just like you. So why they are successful? The common thing which I have noticed, all these top earners, big, achievers, they don't miss any meetings and trainings. They are always in Zoom whenever it happens. They make it a disciplined approach. And when they are going to join the meetings and trainings, they share the screenshot. They call their leaders, why you did not join? I was there. We learned something new, different today. And they motivate, inspire their team members to join. When you are there, your team members are coming. Oh, they are seeing, okay, Mr. So-and-so is here. Miss So-and-so is here. So definitely they will, do their best to be into the meeting. Start practicing this. When you are not there and your downline comes, they don't find you because, there's an option in the Zoom. They check your name. They will also start losing interest. Oh, my upline is not coming. Why should I? I also know many things which are always, being talked in every meeting, the same thing. But these meetings are very important. They are just like chargers. They are going to charge you up. They are going to make you learn. In fact, one or two new things also in one meeting, definitely, and you are going to apply and implement, you will get tremendous benefits. So start developing this habit of attending the meetings on a regular basis. I can see some people here present in this Zoom call, they are regular attendees of these meetings. But after attending these meetings, one more thing they need to do, who are the regular attendees, they should start applying and implementing those knowledge and information. If they are happy and satisfied acquiring them in their business opportunity of RainBNB. And what are those knowledge? You should take this business seriously. You should start presenting the project to the new people. You should start inviting new guests. You must start training, start giving training to your team members. How to create SafePal wallet. What is a smart contract? How to know each and everything about your dashboard. Each and every aspect of the dashboard. You need to know. Many people are not aware. Some people were speaking to me in the afternoon and he said, where is the social media account I can get? Where I should subscribe? It's already there on the dashboard. It means you are not looking your dashboard with concentration and attention. So if you make someone join, new guy, you must educate them. Tell them that training is very important. I was doing Hindi presentation a couple of hours back, and I played a video of Robert T. Kiyosaki. In his book called Rich Dad and Poor Dad, he has mentioned several times, if you really want to be successful, definitely you have to learn several times, many new things, and keep learning throughout. Learning is a continuous process. Learning is only going to make you wiser, and it will help you to become richer. So learning is very important. We are not here to learn. We don't come for the meetings and training, most of the team members. That's the problem, guys. So, stop giving excuses, stop taking excuses from people. That's the first thing. Be punctual. Give priority to RainBNB. Make a list of people. One more blunder people have been doing, they don't have list. How many of you have made your list? Please raise your hand and be honest. We are here to express ourselves, not to impress others. How many of you have made your own genuine list of people to whom you want to offer this opportunity? I have my list, guys. I keep increasing my list on daily basis. Let me talk a bit about the list making. List making is very important in any kind of network business, affiliate marketing business, or in your own traditional business also. List making is the foundation, building block of your success in this business. Only 3 have raised hand. How about others? You are not in a mood to raise hand, or if you have not genuinely made your list. If you're not in a mood, it's again a danger sign. If you have not made your list, it is still a very dangerous sign. List making is very important. You need to prepare a list. The day you join, the sponsor has this responsibility to sit online or offline with your, newly joined person to help him to make a list. How to make a list? It's not a rocket science. It's a very normal thing, ladies and gentlemen. You just make a list of all your people whom you know, your friends, your relatives, your colleagues, your neighbors, your acquaintances, your children, parents, people who are known to you. And how you can make your list: pick up your phone, go to your contact list, go to your mail contact list, go to your social media account. All the people whom you are following, they are following you. They are all your list. Make a list. The longer the list, the more number of BNBs you are going to make from RainBNB in months and years to come. Keep adding, increasing your list. Suppose you met a new person today. Don't apply your brain whether this person is going to join or not. Just write down the name. Just write down the name. And don't trust your memory. Don't feed the list into the mobile phone or laptop. Maybe the soft copy will go, but make a hard copy also. To go through your list, evaluate your list on a daily basis. So after making a list, what you should do? You should categorize that list. Categorization of the list is very, very important. Categorization of the list on certain parameters are very important. How you are going to categorize your list? List should be categorized on trust factor, ambition factor, how ambitious your prospect is, what kind of rapport, trust level, belief level you have with your prospect. Source of income factor, time freedom factor. All these factors, you must categorize the list. Suppose you made a list of 100 people. Take out 25, 30, 40 best out of that on these parameters. trust, the belief level between you and that person, and how ambitious that person is. Is the person financially independent, free, having a lot of money, or is still struggling to, make a living? Still that person has got a lot of time, in the, one of the worst thing you will or we will ever experience from people in today's fast moving world, everyone you ask, do you have time? People will say no. Do you have money? People will say no. Majority. Then what are we doing in this world, and for what we have been working for? We are working for time and money, and we don't have either of these two things. Then what we are doing? RainBNB is a kind of concept. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to give you time freedom and money freedom. Tomorrow, if I don't want to do presentation, I can say, sorry guys, today I'm busy. Tomorrow, I'm not going to do presentation. I have the decision-making ability here. So this kind of system can give you the time freedom also, the money freedom also. And the biggest thing it is going to give you guys, you are going to become an entrepreneur through the system. You are going to give employment to many people across the world. The three biggest, one disease I shared with you today, excusitis. Now, let me tell you three biggest pandemic the people of this world have been facing for years, several years. The first one is the pandemic. You must be knowing coronavirus was a pandemic. It was not. The biggest pandemic is inflation. The second one is the recession. And the third one is just a second. Hello. I'm in a Zoom. I'll call you. Give me half an hour. Third is unemployment. These are the three biggest pandemic-like enemies of mankind. How you can beat them? Countries like, America, countries in Europe, Asia, Africa, each and every country is going through a very tough situation. The people living over there, trust me, recession, inflations, and of course the unemployment also. And because of all these, the third one is poverty. How are you going to beat all these? The rich is getting richer, the poor is getting poorer. Through a concept like RainBNB, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, the concept like RainBNB, wherein you don't have to sell compulsorily any product. You don't have to forcefully buy any product. You don't have to meet any daily, weekly, monthly targets. You don't have to go out in the field and you have to do a lot of leg work or lip work in selling stuffs. Those are stuff. There is no need to start your business with big investment wherein there is going to be a big risk if your business does not go well. There is no running and operational cost in RainBNB. You can operate this business from the home, from the comfort of your drawing room, living room, bedroom, anywhere. You can work through smartphone 24/7. Your office is totally open. You can work globally. If you are in Africa, Europe, it's going to be evening time. You can work. Here in Asia, there's going to be night and midnight. Still we can work with people in America, in Europe, in Africa. So 24/7, you can work as per your choice, convenience, flexibly, remotely. Which business is going to give you this kind of leverage, benefits? Only RainBNB you will find, with not even an iota of risk and doubt and dilemma. Doubt and dilemma are only going to with those people who have not understood this business. Why they have not understood this business? Because they did not pay attention. They did not give time to this business. If you are not going to give time, you will not get anything in any field. Time is equal to money. We trade time for money. People who are not making good income from the platform of RainBNB, they are not giving time into this business. That's why they are not earning well. So, these things we need to understand, we need to apply, we need to educate our team members to learn and, understand these things and the replication and duplication. Albert Einstein once said, eighth wonder of this world is the power of compounding. You can increase your wealth by compounding your money. But, in 25 years, I have seen the ninth wonder of this world is not lesser than compounding, power of compounding. It's called power of duplication and power of application. Ninth wonder of the world. Power of duplication. And its younger sibling, power of application. If you are going to duplicate and apply what we share with you, you are going to be very, very rich. You are going to be very, very successful. You are going to be in peace. You are going to get a lot of blessings from people. What else we want? We are getting richer. We are getting, successful. We are getting famous. We are getting a lot of blessings. What else as a human being we need? RainBNB is such concept. But I'm afraid and regret to share with you, a lot of people still did not understand the importance and the power of the system. And because of that, they are not able to, capitalize on it. So thank you so much for today. I have shared with you something, I'm sure, big, great. If you have understood and paid your attention, definitely it's going to give you a lot of benefits in future. Okay. So any question, next 2-3 minutes? Yeah, Andrew has, written a nice comment. Andrew has said he was in Forsage and some people up top was manipulating the system. Yeah, that was, really don't know who were those people, what you've been talking about, but definitely Forsage was a semi-decentralized system. Okay. Now, somebody is asking about the 69% calculation. Maybe a day after tomorrow training, we are going to cover it. Okay. Okay, Philip, thank you so much for your kind, feedback. Philip is so happy knowing all these, what we have shared today. Devashish Roy saying thank you. Thank you so much to you also. Bose, thanks a bunch. Johan, I have already answered to you this question. How to check the team below 400 on blockchain? See, blockchain thing, I also have not, to be honest, paid attention towards how to check the team below 400 on blockchain. Okay, I am not getting time to go through the blockchain of RainBNB since January 16. But one thing I can assure you that whatever your people and at what level or whatever level they join, they are your people only. You are going to get the profit. Everyone is going to get the profits and benefits. No alteration can be done here in the system. So, as far as how to see and check, definitely I'll get some time, maybe next month, because from tomorrow onwards, I'm going to be very, very busy till 28th. There's going to be a big leaders meet in India, in Goa. It's a wonderful, amazing beach city. And I'm going to be hectically placed for next 2-3 days. I'm also going to be, arranging and managing things for the smooth and, uninterrupted, execution of the whole program. So I'm going to be very busy, and 4 days definitely with the leaders who are almost 170 or so are going to participate. They are all big top earners, achievers, and a lot of things. There are 2 days complete learning. Workshops are also going to be there. So from 25th to 28th, I won't be available, but definitely other people from the team are going to continue this session. Session is not going to be English presentation training session is not going to be affected. People would be there to take care of these meetings and trainings. I'll be joining with you on 29th. Maybe if I get some time in between, definitely I'll be with you. From 25 to 29, tomorrow is 23rd. I'm going to be there. 24 also, I'm going to be here. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. Thanks a lot to you for joining. And I'm sure make use of this opportunity. It's a wonderful concept. Don't just join and wait for things to happen. You must work diligently. You must take all the necessary steps to motivate your team members. If your team is not working, wake them up, inspire them. If still they are not working, you can find some more people. There is no excuse that my team, lot of leaders saying, my team is not working. What should I do? No problem. That team is not working. Maybe you have found some wrong people. Go and try and find some good people. There are plenty who are waiting for you, me, and others, so that we can approach them and make a difference in their lives by offering them this opportunity. But are we doing enough? No, we are not. Okay, perfectly fine. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. See you tomorrow for presentation. Take care. Good luck. I pray from God to give you the right wisdom so that you can start taking action now on RainBNB platform. Wishing you good luck. Tons of BNB you may earn from this platform. That's my wishes for you all. Good day and good night.